Let's watch this video. Remembering Halo. Remembering Halo. Here we go.
You ever wonder what's up there? Like what? Maybe someone out there is wondering what it's like here. I guess. Do you think you want to meet them? I hope so. Don't you?
The correct answer to the question, who is the worst game developer, is 343 Industries.
Man, what a time to be a Halo fan.
The horrible choices that they've made by coming out and literally saying, hey, we did something different here, guys. We hired people that hated Halo to make Halo.
Hey, I mean, split screen be damned, who cares?
No forge at launch.
Hold up, did you just say no forge at launch?
So many things were missing from previous Halos. It's as if the team forgot what works. No co-op campaign at launch.
You can't even play custom games, it's broken. You can't even watch feeder mode because it's broken.
Oh, look at that. It's the Has-Up armor set from Halo Reach. Unfortunately, I can't earn it in Halo Infinite. I have to pay $20.
There's no way they're gonna sell us the classic red color for $7. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind over this game.
The promise of live service games and the we'll finish it later mentality. Are you out of your mind?
We're going backwards, guys. We're going backwards.
Yeah, that it's rated T. I thought we were gonna get a flood return. I guess that's just not gonna happen now.
You cannot let a team toil and mess around and goof off with your flagship IP for almost a decade.
It's just one thing after another with this company.
I think the fundamental difference between Bungie and 343 is the way that they were formed. 343 was brought in to work on an existing franchise, an existing universe with an existing fan base on existing hardware.
Well, we feel really good about our studio 343 that's working on Halo today, and it's one of those rare opportunities when you can build a team of people that are uniquely passionate about Halo. Many of these people grew up playing Halo.
That's probably completely unique, right? Is every single person there, their destination was Halo rather than a job.
You're on the cover of the new Bloomberg Business Week here.
Look at that.
The real Master Chief.
Master Chief is human. He's not a machine. He's not a set of armor with a big weapon. He's a human with resilience.
It's a chance for people who have played as Chief for so long to put the controller down, sit back on the couch, enjoy the experience of learning about the Chief in a way that you have never done before.
Like Marvel and Star Wars, Halo is a universe where hundreds of stories can be told and where millions of experiences can be shared.
We knew we wanted to expand the audience as far as we could, but still satisfy the core as much as possible.
Halo 4's loadout system frequently and sort of appropriately gets compared to other FPS games, including Call of Duty and others, and that's a reasonable sort of comparison.
I think Halo 5 is one of, if not the best, multiplayer versions of Halo.
Jump up in the air and I turn my stabilizers on, these jets kick in. You can go back, forward, all directions. We're not really limiting these things. We're actually allowing you to change it.
You actually can mount on top of edges throughout the world.
Would be adding another clamber route.
Halo has always been synonymous with online competition. With Halo 5 Guardians, we are fully embracing that legacy with the biggest investment in Xbox esports history.
You know, making the decision to remove split screen was a really tough one for everyone here at 343.
Yeah, there's no flood in the game. Yeah, we're not dealing with the flood in this one. We got other surprises in store.
Oh, you're opening up a pack.
Animating. Someone make sound effects.
Mongoose, Needler, Ghost, Fuel Rod Cannon.
Yes.
All the details are
I love it.
This is the first time?
Oh, so
yeah.
You're really hoping it doesn't crash, right? That's fantastic.
We've also had a lot of learnings along the way. You know, when we fell down with the multiplayer launch of MCC.
It's been 20 minutes of searching. Nothing. Not a single match.
That's what I will say, though. I will say I don't know how, but I don't know if it's even still 343 technically, but the Halo MCC team and then like actual 343 are so vastly different, man. It almost kind of reminds me of like Capcom, where like Capcom's fighting game division are just like so like they make the dumbest decisions constantly. And then the other side of Capcom, that's like Resident Evil, they give us what the fans want, you know? Like it's so crazy how vast, like now apparently that like at this time obviously that MCC was bad, but what they've done with MCC is so cool, dude. Like new armors, everything's free, no money involved. You just play it, you unlock, you do challenges, you unlock this armor. I could play today and I could do a battle pass that came out in the beginning of MCC, you know, like all of the battle passes are available to you for completely free. You can unlock all the items you want on your own pace, doing the challenges, you know. It's so awesome, dude. Like it's really, really cool. I love MCC a lot. Which makes me question, like, why is the team for MCC so good, and then the team for the newest Halo is so bad? You know, it's crazy.
Welcome to the Master Chief Collection, where you get a black screen of death every 5 seconds, and then you spend your time just sitting here waiting.
There is not a single title on this entire disc that's working to form right now. Not a single title. That's the 343 guarantee. Is when they release a game, the shit is gonna suck and it's not gonna work.
I've been sitting here for 40 minutes.
What? You can't do it. You can't play a match. 343 didn't earn this. That's why they don't care about it. They didn't earn this.
Resolving the current matchmaking issues in Halo the Master Chief Collection remains our top priority.
Why can't I get a match? It's been a week later. And this game still ain't fucking working, bro.
We know that some players are still seeing issues in-game, and we're committed to improving the experience with additional content updates in the near future.
I don't know why, but I think that they made it worse.
I bought an Xbox One just to play Halo, and I have had the worst time with it.
It was incredibly crushing to let the fans down. It was supposed to be a love letter to the fans, and you know, we let them down.
Can we reveal anything about the next Halo FPS title today?
I think the only thing that will confirm
Dude, it sucks to let them down, man. And then they did the same fucking thing with Infinite.
listen
That's
to
crazy.
fans.
It's like Infinite was really fun. Infinite was really fun. I enjoyed myself a lot with Infinite. But then they didn't do anything. You know? It was just the multiplayer, like hardly any like really classic modes, you know? There was no infection. I don't think there was Griffball. There was really no customization for your Spartan, like none of the classic colors, none of the classic armors, none of anything, none of the emblems. You couldn't make. I don't think you could make your own emblem, could you? I don't remember. I don't think you could, right? You couldn't make your own emblem. You know, you couldn't color scheme your like whatever you want to call it, your bar thing, your name tag. And it just was really weird. Like again, didn't have Forge, didn't have custom games. Like I remember in Halo 3 Xbox Live, I would be playing social games and big team battle or whatever, and everybody in the chat, in like the game chat, would be like, hey, you guys want to go play some social or some custom games? Like we have some cool like infection maps and some other like duck hunt and stuff, you know, or some obstacle courses. Do you want to play some stuff? And so we would have like 80% of a lobby that was completely random and big team battle, like a quick play, afterwards we would all be like, hey, you want to come up? And then we'd all like make a party, and then you could just like take your party from social games and take it over to custom games. And it was like you didn't know these people, you just met in a big team battle, and you're like, yo guys, you want to play some you want to play some Infection, some Fat Boy, some Duck Hunt, some whatever, sure, why not? And then that was like your Friday night, Saturday night, whatever. It was so cool. It was so sick.
There will be,
and that just like wasn't Halo Infinite. Like you would play multiplayer, and I think I grinded the competitive for like an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. I don't even know, probably an hour and a half max. And I hit Diamond, and I was like, why am I playing this? Like it's not competitive. It doesn't feel like I'm there. It doesn't feel deep, really. It doesn't feel like I could get any better or worse. I'm just kind of gliding along, And I don't know. It just didn't feel the same.
Split screen.
It was fun. And then they just didn't do anything with it. And you're just like, oh, okay.
Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play and invite more of you than ever before to become a Spartan hero.
The Slipspace engine is really this
no elite customization.
Labor of love for
bro. I remember like on Xbox Live party chat, just like talking about the future of Halo. This is like Halo 3 days, Halo Reach days, Halo 3 ODST, stuff like that. Or not even Halo Reach, like Halo Reach beta, Halo, because I remember when Halo 3 beta came out, or Halo Reach beta, and we would be playing Halo 3, and we would be playing again like social games or something. And then they're like, hey, let's hop on the beta. And we're like, sick, let's hop on the beta. And we'd all hop on the beta and play that. Or we'd be playing Halo 3 and like, hey, you want to do some firefight in ODST? And we're like, hell yeah, we do. And we go on ODST and we play that, And there's just like, oh god. And then we would reminisce about like the future of Halo. Like, what's Halo gonna be like? Like maybe in the future you'll be able to play as like a grunt. Like you'll be able to customize your own grunt and play that in multiplayer like you can with elites. Maybe you could customize your own brute. Dude, like, oh my god, dudes. Like imagine if they gave you Infection, but like it was Flood. And like you could play as the Flood. Like, oh my gosh. Like, like we were so like happy looking at the future of Halo. And then this is what we got, this is what we get.
For 343, we've invested heavily. It's going to be the foundation of our next 10 years of Halo experiences.
And that trailer that we did that's what Halo means to the studio.
We're a very competitive game. That's our DNA. That's who we are, right? You go back all the way to the very first Halo, right? Multiplayer.
But it's not, dude, like I fucking can't stand that. I can't stand that when people are like, this is a competitive game. Oh my god, this is competitive. Oh my god. And it's like, bro, Halo 3 or Halo 2 or even Halo 1, like the OG Halos, they were not competitive. They were not a competitive game. But what made esports so cool is that they took a game that wasn't intended for competitiveness and they said, how far can we take this game? Like, how high is this game ceiling? Like this game was made to be fun and you play with your friends and it's casual and it's like, and it just feels good to play over and over and over again. And it's just so sick, And then what esports did is like, there's this fun game, but how deep can we go? Like how sick can it actually be? That's why esports was so cool. But now it's like flipped where it's like, oh, we only care about esports fun. And then casual fans is we take a game that's made for esports and we're like, well, how fun can this game be? Instead of a fun game being pushed for esports, being like stretched for esports and seeing how far it can go. Now it's an esports game being stretched to see how fun it is. And more times than not, the stretch is not stretchy at all. It doesn't go very far, you know? So it's just like, stop. It was a competitive game because people made it competitive, not because the game was made for competitiveness, you know? Hate that.
I mean, it is a highly competitive game.
Competition is kind of core to Halo.
Will there be playable elites in Halo Infinite?
No.
No, we're not currently planning on supporting elites as a
So
playable
stupid, dude.
character. And the reason is, you know, this is a Spartan story. We focus on how Spartans battle against each other and that it feels fair and it's competitive.
We have had to make the difficult decision not to ship campaign split screen co-op.
Folks have asked us, are they in, are they out, what's going on with assassinations? So what's the scoop there?
So they're not in for launch, and I think we're just going to be straight about that, right?
Bro, how do you not add assassinations, dude? Like, the best feeling I had with Halo 5, because I will say this, I said this during Halo 5, and I say this after Halo 5. Halo 5 was a fun game, but it wasn't Halo. You know? It was a very fun shooter, and a really, really fun competitive shooter, but it wasn't Halo. You know? It had a really good infection mode, it had a really good customization system, and the loot boxes you would get were getting the best feeling I had in Halo 5 was getting an assassination in your loot box. You got an assassination and you got to try it out for the first time. That was the coolest feeling of Halo 5, you know? But it wasn't a Halo game. And it was a great game, but not a great Halo game. You know, it veered too much off what Halo was supposed to be, or what it is, you know? Same with Halo 4. Halo 4 was dog doo-doo, dude. Halo 4 is probably the worst Halo, honestly. Halo 4 is definitely the worst Halo, without a doubt. Halo 4 is the worst Halo. Halo 5, is it even a Halo? You know? If it doesn't look like a Halo, if it doesn't sound like a Halo, if it doesn't smell like a Halo, is it Halo still? You know? But yeah, it's just crazy, dude. How do you not have assassinations, dude? Like, I remember Halo Reach assassinations, and it was just like the coolest thing ever. Like, it still feels like Halo, but then when you backstab people, you do like this crazy assassination, dude. Ugh. So sick, dude. How do you not add assassinations? Crazy.
Right.
How do you not add infection? Like, infection, dude. How do you not add Forge, dude? Like, if you look at Halo 3 and then Halo Reach's ability, what you could do in Forge, was made because of the community of Halo 3. Because what you used to have to do in Halo 3 was you would have to put a block here. Say you wanted to make 2 blocks into an L shape, into a singular L shape, like 2 rectangles into 1 L shape. Okay? Just to do that basic thing in Halo Reach or Halo 3 Forge is you would put a block here that's floating wherever you want it to float, you know, that's floating there. And then okay, whatever. A block that's floating there. And then you would go in the settings of that block and you would say, "Hey, make this block spawn in 10 seconds or a minute or whatever," you know? Then you would restart the game, come back, that block wouldn't be there anymore, but there would be like a little pad that you could see where the block was, you know? The block wouldn't be there anymore, and then you would take another block and put it on the end of that block, and then a minute or whatever time you set, that block would spawn in, like you said it to earlier, it would spawn in, and it would be melded it'd be like melted into the other block, so then you get an L shape. And people built giant replicas of like Optimus Prime, you know, or they would make like the craziest things ever. And they had to go through that over and over and over again. So then in Halo Reach, what they added for the Forge in Halo Reach was they added the option to make things phase through other objects. So you could be like, oh, is this going to be a solid object, or do you want it able to like mesh into other things? Like they did that because of what the community did for Halo 3, you know? It was like, and then now you look at it and they don't even add Forge in the first place. Like you look at what Bungie did with Reach, and they're like, they saw what the community did, and then they made it easier for the community to do the same thing. And then this, they just didn't even bother making it. That's crazy to me. Like, blows my mind that this is what Halo was, you know, or what Halo turned into. Because like I said, we would reminisce on like what the future is of Halo, and we did not think it was going to be this, dude.
Is there a plan to bring back dual wielding in Halo Infinite?
Currently, no.
How do you not had dual wielding?
No, that's not in the cards right now.
How do you not have dual wielding, dude? I don't think Reach had dual wielding, right? Halo Reach didn't have dual wielding, and I don't think it did. I can't remember if it did or didn't. Halo Reach didn't have dual wielding. I can't remember if Halo 5 had it or not. I don't think it did. Did it? I can't remember. I think Halo 3 or Halo 3 was the last one with dual wielding, I think, right? I can't remember.
No.
We want to share.
But again, how do you not add dual wielding?
The exciting news that we got the official confirmation that Halo Infinite has gone gold.
Let's go.
We made the really tough decision to delay shipping campaign co-op for launch, and we also made the tough call to delay shipping Forge past launch as well.
And as developers, when you work on a game, you want to get that game out there, and that almost seems like for us that's the finish line, but in reality it's going to be the starting line.
None of us inside of 343 look at this roadmap and are happy with it.
2 seasons a year doesn't cut it. It's just not going to cut it. That's not what our players deserve. It's not what they expect. It's not what our team wants to do. It's not what I want to do.
There's just been a lot of introspective time to really reflect on, like, what have we done as 343? Where have we made mistakes? Where have we hit it right? And then what does Halo mean to all of us? And then also I would just say, don't sweat the mistakes, because I would say that every failure point has probably been an opportunity versus really a failure.
What they really need to do is dissolve the Halo team that is working on Halo Infinite and make the people who are working on Master Chief Collection work on Halo Infinite. Or work on Halo Infinite and then all the other Halo projects. Because what they're doing with Halo Infinite, what they're doing with Master Chief Collection is really good.
I think the coolest thing about Bungie, though, one of our best traditions, is that everybody here really cares about what they're doing, and it's important to them. They do it well, and that's what makes them happy.
Dude.
Hey everybody, so I'm Jason. I'm one of the co-founders of Bungie and the lead on Halo.
Microsoft estimated that they have sold 1 million copies of Halo in the US alone. 50% of Xbox owners are also Halo players.
Dude, the moment I saw Bungie, I immediately teared up. Holy shit, dude. Halo Infinite campaign, no co-op from
Halo
launch.
in the US alone.
Dude, they're beta testing this game, and they're testing this game and it's 4-player co-op.
50% of Xbox owners are also Halo players.
I know there's one game on everybody's mind right now. Well, fellas, November the 9th, the launch of Halo 2 will also mark one of the biggest video game launches in history.
Dude, party chat? Oh my god. Or like lobby chat, rather.
Proximity voice. You can get close to somebody in a game and talk to them, and only that person can hear you.
We didn't even know how big Halo was going to get. How can anything be bigger than Halo?
Actually, Peter, as we walk off stage, I think there's something to be fun to show these people.
This is the way the world ends.
Finish the fight, dude.
This is the end of our trilogy.
This is going to be the end of the story.
Safe Film and Forge, I think, represent the coolest features that we have in Halo 3. This is the stuff that's going to keep people playing for years on end, make 1 billion hours, get on an Xbox Live.
Dude, Fat Boy. God, Fat Boy was so tight.
It's going to keep people playing for years on end, make 1 billion hours, get on an Xbox Live.
Dude, Fat Boy. Oh my god. Oh, Tetris, dude. Oh, or not Tetris. What's it called? Jenga. Jenga, dude. Oh my god. Driftball.
It's finished.
It's finished.
I'll miss you.
Wake me when you need me.
Bro. Crazy. He has a lot of fucking timestamps. Bro. God. Crazy. Unreal. You know? Unreal. Brutal. It's so brutal. Remembering Halo. I have said this so many times, but Halo should have ended with Halo 3. Halo should have died with Halo 3. As good as Halo 3 ODST was, and as good as Halo 3 or Halo Reach was, I would have rathered Halo 3 died, or Halo died with Halo 3, and that was it, than to get what we're getting right now with Halo. I would have rathered my memories with Halo 3 or Halo in general have ended with Halo 3 than to what Halo is now. 1000%. 1000%. As much as I love Halo 3 ODST, as much as I loved Halo Reach, I would have rathered Halo ended with good memories than what it is right now, you know? Crazy. Unbelievable.